Hey, and I'm bringing in Casey Smith, the owner of Straight Six in Missoula and Stevensville, Montana. Casey, thanks for joining me. We're at the Hunting Retailer Show, and I want you very quickly to tell the audience I'm in front of how our program worked. I'll set it up. You were frustrated with social, your reach, you built up these audiences on social. It was great. But you can only reach a part of them part of the time. Censorship, you couldn't advertise because you're advertising weapons, and all this investment you're making on Facebook and Instagram, it's not at full volume, and you don't know who's looking at a post, or you can't reach people on a one-to-one. So what we did is create a sweepstakes survey for you. You got Stone Glacier to give you a pack, as a prize. And for 2 months, we created strategic questions that you placed on social left and right, got people to take it on your own website, which was very easy. And then all of the answers and all the entrants, the John Doe, the Jane Does, their postal codes, their phone numbers, their names, all of that went into your database. So I've already explained that. I want to talk to you about the results. From the strategic questions that we put together, what insights did you actually get, and how did that move your business forward, both in a monetary perspective and a broader planning perspective as a dealer?
Okay, the data that I got from that is we carry a lot of the stuff that we asked customers about, but we figured out where they were buying it, why they were buying it, and who our customers actually are. So in long-term speaking, we can then very easily go at those customers strategically about that specific product that they had answered their question about.
Got it. And so you can see people in aggregate. So with a few thousand entrants, you were able to see the brands that they buy, when they buy, how often they hunt, and all that. But at an individual level, let's say John Doe, one of the entrants, you can see he owns a Hoyt, he backpack, hunts, he goes 20 plus days a year, he uses these types of boots, and yes, he does buy backpacking gear. So you're able to craft an email to personas or small segments that are like John to get the right offers, the right products into their, get them to come into the store to buy, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can do that with any of the questions that we had on there.
So, and was this difficult to do? I mean, you had to spin up a MailChimp account, which how much did you spend on a month for that?
$79 a month. Very cheap, very easy to do.
So for $79 a month, you can create any email you want, which is pretty easy to do, right? I mean, you're not a technical guy, but you figured it out. Is it a difficult process to go in and create an email and an offer?
No, it's not at all. All you got to do is spend you're investing in your own time. So all you got to do is sit at home on your computer, turn on Netflix or something, and learn how to just put it in there, get the right pictures in the right place, resize pictures. And for me, that's kind of fun. I'm not techie at all, but I figured out how to do MailChimp emails, and they lay it out for you. They do it for you. All you got to do is plug it in.
What did one particular answer tell you about your audience that you didn't expect?
The best one that I could come up with this whole thing was over 1,000 people I think it was just under 1,100 people, but 30% of them had never been in my store, but their zip codes showed that they were very close to me. A lot of them were in my own state. So it was very motivating to me to know that there's 30% of business out there that we can then start going after.
You instantly sent every entrant an email with a 15% off coupon. So now you had 30% of these entrants that had never been in your store before. Tell me about the results there. Were people coming in and redeeming these coupons?
The people came in and redeemed the coupons. Unbelievable. And within 30 days, we sent them a coupon that said, hey, come check out our store. We turned just over $9,000 in revenue in under 30 days. And we did the sweepstakes for 2 months. So
through this program, you were able in 30 days to drive $9,000 in revenue from known people.
Absolutely. And a lot of those people, the 30%, I think half of those people then reached out to us via social, via email, text us, or came into the store.
Okay. And now you have that data. You have names, email addresses, postal codes on everybody, all their answers. So what will you do moving forward with that? Is this a long-term investment, or was this just like a quick hit? How do you view those answers and those people that are now in your database that you can send an email to at any given time?
Yeah, I think I would be kind of silly to think about it as a short-term questionnaire just to give a pack away. With these questions now, not only do I have their email, their name, their postal code, their phone number, I know them, and they're my customer now. They're in my database. I own them. Yep. So now I can say, John Doe, he hasn't bought a Hoyt in 15 years, but he likes Hoyt and he wants to come in and buy one, but he's not sure about it. Then I can tailor an email straight to John Doe and say, thanks for taking our survey, but here's a coupon towards your next bow. Come see us whenever. But this coupon's redeemable and it's only for you in either of one of our locations. And we can do that with 1,100 people. So long-term, absolutely. This is a big long-term play for me.
Yeah, and of course you're going to do more. You've got more brands stacked up to give you a couple more
Oh
carrots,
yeah.
prizes to dangle. You're going to ask more questions. You're going to ask follow up, and you're going to build that database again, which you own. You can use for long term. You have 100%
Yeah.
deliverability. You see actually who opens and who closes. Not social doesn't tell you who saw your post or who didn't. You can see who liked it, but you can't reach directly out to them at scale. Email you can. So
No.
look, this has been incredibly helpful. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to
Yeah.
the dealers here that made the trip to the Hunting Retailer Show. We have a longer podcast that you and I talked about. I'm going to let everybody see that, but I really appreciate you taking the time to talk directly to these guys here in Nashville today.